guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how I grew out my pixie cut. And it's been a hot minute since I filmed a video for you guys, but you know what? We are back on track. Things are picking up speed. So today I just wanted to kind of touch on the subject of my hair. So it took me 2 years to grow out my pixie cut. If you guys remember, I have a video on that that's very well loved. I think it's one of like my most viewed videos on my channel. So I kind of wanted to touch base on that again. And I'll link all my pixie cut videos down below. I think I did like cutting my hair, like getting my pixie cut, and then I did how I styled it, and then how I style my growing out pixie, and then now I'm going to show you guys how, or the process and the stages of my hair as I was growing it out and what I did to maintain it and make it look somewhat cute while it was in the growing out process. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm just pulling up my Instagram page. You can follow me on Instagram if you don't already. But I thought it would be fun to kind of go through my pictures on Instagram, and then I can talk about like what my hair was going through at that moment. The first picture is like my hair before we did the pixie cut. So I don't know if you guys can see. So this is my hair before the pixie. It was like blonde, little bob. I loved it. I love the length, I love the color, and of course, if you guys follow me on Instagram or even here on YouTube, I'm constantly always coloring my hair. So I've had orange, I've had blue, the orange faded to yellow, I've had purple, like a smoky purple, pink for a really long time, blonde, brunette, my natural color, you know, whatever, right? I'm always changing my hair, decided to cut it, and this was the very first picture that I posted of when I cut my hair. It was May 10th, 2019. That was like right around my birthday. So I kind of just let it do its thing and grow out. Here's like another little picture. Just like a random little pic. The pink was starting to fade, and so I ended up dyeing my hair purple, like a lavender color. I was kind of going for like a Halsey moment. I was like really into Halsey at that time. Did that, and it was growing out quite nicely, but I was still like living my pixie life. So I wanted to go shorter. So what we did was we ended up kind of shaving the sides. You can probably see it here. We ended up shaving like my hair and just kind of keeping the top part of it. I thought that looked really cool. It was cool because we kept it like blonde at the top, but then like the shaved part was obviously like my natural hair, so it stayed like brunette. I don't know if you guys can like tell in this picture. From there, I decided to get rid of the brunette and still not touching my hair, just letting it grow out. I mean, I got rid of the blonde, kept it brunette, and then what we were doing was we were just shaving the sides of like my little sideburns. So that way, as my hair was growing out, my sideburns wouldn't look like weird, you know? We were basically waiting for the top of my hair to grow out enough to cover where my sideburns were, so that way it can all just be cohesive and grow out together. And so while that was happening, I had like little bangs, so I had a little Audrey Hepburn moment, and I was like, ooh, okay, this is kind of cute, like I'll style it, you know, whatever. And then at some point, the front part started to get pretty long, and this is like with the filter on, but I don't know if you could see, I would kind of just like curl my hair, and I think this is where I did a video on how to style my growing out pixie. But yeah, you could see like I would just kind of curl the top of the hair. It was fun. And at this point it started growing out on the bottom as well. It was starting to look almost kind of like mullet-y, and this was December 2019, so this had been a good couple months already. Like it was already like 6-7 months that I had the pixie cut. So that's basically how we just upkept my hair. So you can see in like in this picture, for example, you could see my little sideburns are pretty short. Again, that's just the only thing that we would do, is we would shave the little sideburns. We would cut the nape of the neck, so that way by the time like the top of my hair got here, then we would like let it grow out together, so it didn't look like I had a mullet, you know? My friend Erica does my hair. I'll link her Instagram down below. She was the one that did my pixie cut. She's actually the one that does all my hair stuff. And then COVID started to come around. At this point, my hair was like kind of almost at the nape of my neck. I was kind of able to get away with letting the bottom part of my hair start to grow out, just because it was starting to look a little bit more cohesive with the rest of my hair. So there's like this picture, for example. Yeah. So rude. You can kind of see the sides are still shaved. However, the rest of the hair was like a little more cohesive. So this is where I was starting to kind of style it a little more, where I was like incorporating more braids and like trying to just make it look more cute. I think it got to the point where like I really wasn't able to see Erica just yet, because COVID, everything was closing and you know, whatever. So I wasn't able to see her. So in this picture, you can really see, I hope it's in focus. But in this picture, you can kind of see like the nape of my neck, how it was growing out, and it started to almost like flip out. It was really difficult to style at that point because it was just doing its own thing and I didn't really know how to style it. So the best thing I can do was just keep curling my bangs, incorporate more braids, like bobby pins, like whatever I could think of. And I'm not a hair person, like I don't know how to style my hair. It started to kind of grow out a little bit. There's a few pictures, let's see. Like this one here, you can probably see like it was starting to grow out a little bit and starting to look a little bit more like a really short bob. And that was April 2020. And then this here is June 2020. And you can see like I was able to start putting up my hair in like a little half pony. All these pictures are on my Instagram, by the way, so if you like really want to go and like zoom in and like look at the hair, you can go to my Instagram page. The back of my hair was starting to grow out a little bit more, and then I was able to start styling a little bit more. So that was kind of exciting, but at this point my sideburns were still growing out. They weren't over my ear just yet. I wasn't able to put them behind my ear. So I was still trying to figure out different ways to style my hair to kind of like cover them up, you know? Okay, so June 2020, I think this was when I was finally able to see Erica because I got bangs in this picture. I think she opened up for a little bit and I went to her. We did a little bit of a trim. Like in this picture, we did a little bit of a trim. I got some bangs going on. I kind of had like a little moment. Again, she closed up so we couldn't see her. I just continued to let my hair grow out, and then I think at this point also my coworker, she does hair too, but I asked her to like cut my hair because as everything was growing out, even though everything was growing out cohesively and together, you could still see the different layers of length in my hair. So, and Erica was still closed, couldn't see her, so I just asked my coworker like just to cut it to length, not to do anything like extravagant or crazy, like no layers, anything like that, because my hair was already uneven. So we basically just did a cute little trim. I told her, I was like, just go short, like whatever. I just wanted my front pieces to match like the back of my hair because it was super layered, like you could totally tell, and I hated it. And then I was able to do like little braids, like something like this. I was just able to start styling it, which made me really excited. And then a style that I was doing pretty often too was like little pigtails, like a half up, half down pigtail kind of moment. And then once we did the trim, my hair started to look a little bit more like normal again. And this is November of 2020. I guess like this one, again, it's me and my boyfriend. But you could see my hair is just like, it's longer, obviously, and I have it still half up, half down, just to kind of like hide the fact that the front of my hair didn't necessarily match the length of the back of my hair. Also in this picture you could see like my tiny little bangs in the front, like how short they were, and now they're like longer, like a normal length, I guess. this is where I had my coworker give me a trim. So you can't necessarily tell in this photo, but my hair is quite short. And then from there, everything kind of started to grow out a little more evenly, and styling became a little bit more like easier. Well, there was this one. I don't know if you can like see my hair in that one. Hopefully it's in focus. But yeah, it started to come together again. That photo was January of this year, 2021. Also, what I feel like helped too was that I wasn't coloring my hair. So because it was like all my natural hair, it was super healthy, and I think that helped a lot when it came to my hair growing out, because my hair kind of does grow out pretty quickly, I would say. And then I still hadn't seen Erica yet. She was still closed. And so what I ended up doing was, I saw this on TikTok, I'm sure you guys have seen, like when people like were coloring like their front pieces of their hair. So I did that, and I just like bleached it, and it looked really cool. It kind of gave me like a Storm vibe, or not Storm, Rogue from X-Men. And then I just kind of let my hair continue to grow out, and then I finally saw Erica in May 4th to be exact. Again, right before my birthday. It marked the 2 years that we did the pixie cut. We went back to pink, so we did pink, and then we did like tiny little textured layers in my hair. And this is where we are today. I obviously have my hair in like a little bun right now, but the length of my hair is pretty much like almost to my shoulders. I haven't done a trims. Really, I actually haven't really done a trim. I kind of want to, but I'm also contemplating if I want to grow out my hair like longer. But yeah, so that was basically all that happened. Overall, with my pixie cut, I think it was like the most confident I've ever been, and I loved how it looked. There was compliments all the time on my hair and like how I could pull it off, and like, oh, I wish I could pull it off. And if you have been thinking about doing a pixie cut and you're like actually down to do it, I would totally do it. It was so much fun. It's an experience. You can say like, yeah, I used to have a pixie cut. Like I chopped off all my hair at some point in my life, and like maybe you can do it again. I've been thinking like maybe I can do it again, but it took me so long to grow out my hair. It feels like that I'm like not ready yet to cut it all off. So those were the pictures and stages of growing out my pixie cut. I didn't do anything special. I literally just did not color my hair. I did still do some heat styling because my hair is very frizzy and like wavy curly when I get out of the shower. So I like to have my hair not frizzy and like tamed. So I did still incorporate heat styling, but I just did not color my hair. I didn't really use any products in my hair either, and then I just let it grow. The only times that I did cut was pre-COVID, when we would shave the sides just so that way by the time the top of the hair met my sideburns, we could leave them alone. They can grow out together. It wasn't as obvious. The same idea was supposed to be for the nape of the neck. You keep trimming it, keep shaving it until your hair gets to the nape of your neck, and then just let it all grow out together so it doesn't look as obvious. And the reason we were going that route was because obviously the hair down here is much shorter than the hair on the top of your head, but it's way lower, so it looks like it's longer than this part. We kind of had to keep it short until this part was able to meet with the bottom part and it can all grow out together. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys want to see my other pixie cut videos, I'll have them linked down in the description box below for you. If you have any questions that maybe I didn't really address in this video, you can also leave them in the comments down below, and I will be more than happy to respond to them. But don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!